bit. That's one of the few injuries I've never experienced in basketball, taking an elbow right to the Adam's apple. So I don't know what that feels like, but Tony Delacruz is a tough guy, so I'm sure it's nothing pleasant. To box out. See, that just caught him clean right there. Adam's apple. Well, hopefully he's okay and be able to come back in the game. He's playing well for Alaska. And then I have one other question for you, Miko. Ba't walang apple si Eve?
Excuse me?
Wala namang apple si Eve eh. Oo naman.
We'll get to that in a while. Here's Alapag. Marquis and now Castro. Alapag against Baguio. 7 to shoot for Talk It Text. Alapag. Oh!
You know, J.R. Quinyahan comes in, hasn't been getting a lot of minutes all series, makes a great cut off of Jimmy Alapag's drive. That's the cut that the big man makes in the dribble drive offense. I thought he tried to do a little too much of it with the spin move, but
I thought that was a double spin.
Baka mahihilo ka dyan.
Lali Furusher is now in the game para sa Alaska. It's a 4-point game for Talk It Text, 27-23. Over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Bola na kay Quinyahan, handoff. Ranadel de Ocampo can't get the bounce.
Well, you credit that stop to Reyno Hugnatan, who did not allow Ranadel to catch the ball in the post on 2 straight possessions. Solid defense by Hugnatan.
Here's Devance. And Simpson has so far struggled in this game. Devance fires. Rebound for De Ocampo. Takbo na naman ang Talk It Text dito. With under 8 minutes to go in the first half, here's Castro inside, drop pass, Quinyahan.
It's a great pass, and that's something that they practice in Talk and Text. That's part of the offense. Again, J.R. Quinyahan making the right cut, Castro finding him, and so Quinyahan able to finish that easy shot.
So it's a 6-point game para sa Talk and Text. Cross-court pass, Baguio. Baguio goes right. Baguio fires. And the rebound ends up with Hugnatan. New shot clock for Alaska. The ball goes back to Hugnatan. And he misses it off the glass. Here's Alapag for 3.
Oh, and that was nice effort right there by Marquis. He helped make that play. Going in for the rebound. Couldn't get a clean grab on it, so just knocked it off of Simpson's hands. You love players coming making effort plays like that.
Cardona sent back in this game. And here he is with the basketball, with the shot, with the miss. The last touch on Marquis.
Hugnatan and Yee going in there, going at it. Reyno Hugnatan, really the hero of Game 3, one of the heroes, playing great. And again, just another veteran presence in this Alaska team who knows how to win and what the playoffs are all about.
Simpson wants the ball against Quinyahan. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Double team on Simpson. Simpson still has the ball. Drop pass Hugnatan. Hugnatan will miss. And Joe Devance gets the offensive rebound. Here's Simpson. Simpson has not had an easy, clear, clean look here in this game.
Yeah, well, and obviously Talk and Text is not going to want to give him one. They held him to 12 points last game. Didn't allow him to get a free throw. And again, that shot is coming off of another offensive rebound. Now, that's Joe Devance who helps lead Simpson to the free throw line.
And the first free throw for Diamond Simpson is good. Let's go to Gino Rufino.
Thanks, Miko. Now, Diamond, who had a modest 12 points in Game 4, admitted that he was probably a little tired and came out flat. Look for him to be more aggressive and a little bit more of a leader in this game. He knows that Talk and Text is the type of team that will capitalize on mistakes that Alaska commits. Right?
Well, for one thing, Simpson is not holding back. He's really aggressive here in the first half.
But Talk and Text playing great defense. They've held him to 2 points thus far in the first quarter and a half of play.
Here's Castro.
Oh, nice pass again from Castro. And Daniels just can't finish.
Well, those Talk and Text penetrations really becoming a problem here for the Aces. Now here's Hugnatan. La pass. Here's Z. Castro has the ball. Castro on the move. Again, penetration, drop pass, but Cardona was blocked.
Great help defense right there on the part of Alaska.
Here's Devance. As we near the halfway mark, of the second quarter. And great recognition by Hugnatan.
Absolutely. Great recognition by both players. I thought I saw that coming. I was wondering if they're going to look for him. That's two guys who played together now for a couple years. Heads-up play.
Still a 2-point game, however, para sa Talking Text. Ranadel De Ocampo against Hugnatan. Two great post-up players. Castro fires. And that ball ends up with Hugnatan. Well, Hugnatan lucky that he was fouled because he was dangerously close to committing a traveling violation somewhere. So timeout muna tayo. Back in a moment. Back to our coverage of Game 5 of the PBA Semifinals. Gino Rufino, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Miko. Now, the entire Alaska team has the number 22 on their jersey in honor of the Jet, Jeffrey Carriazo. I asked him what he thought about it, and he said he kind of doesn't like the attention, but he admits that it's an awesome honor for the franchise to retire his number. He did say that this is a huge game, and he hopes that this inspires the team instead of distracting them. Now, guys, at halftime, there will be a short ceremony presented by the Aces for the Jet. Guys?
Abangan natin yan. A ceremony para kay Jeffrey Carriazo. That's why they all have number 22 sa kanilang uniforms. Note, the Jet is not injured. Yan lang kanilang paraan, no? Para magbigay pugay. Para kay Jeffrey Carriazo and his family is also here inside the Big Dome. Meantime, here's Hugnatan. Hugnatan will score.
Nice move again by Reyno Hugnatan, stepping up and playing well really quick, going back to Jeff. If you're a player, you just hope to have a career like his. Great job,
Just
Jeff.
a consummate pro.
Oh, all the way around. Just did so many things right.
Meantime, now let's say Cardona came out of bounds along the baseline. You're not allowed to do that.
What's hard sometimes there is if you get bumped out of bounds.
So, and then you try to work your way back in.
Yeah.
But galing ka na sa labas, so therefore it's a violation.
Right. So sometimes it's just a tough call. But yeah, you're not allowed to come in from out of bounds.
Tie ball game at 29, and they'll call an offensive foul here against Hugnatan. Probably got Kelly Williams as well, maybe with an elbow.
Yeah, got him warding Kelly off in the throat and jaw area as well. It's playoff times. There's some physical guys out there going after it.
Here's De Ocampo. Cardona. Shot clock down to 12. Kelly Williams makes his move, and Williams will miss.
Well, you like to see Williams aggressively attack the basket. 6'7", he's strong. Not too many guys who are as athletic as him in the PBA going to the rack and using his giftings to get the foul.
Second personal laban kay Joe DeVance. And our guest on the line is Kelly Williams. His second free throw brought to you by BMEG Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamado. Kelly Williams missed the first.
Yeah, and he's had some issues at the free throw line, but he has an ability to get fouled and get there. It's just going to be up to him to knock those down with some consistency.
So he missed both, and so we're still tied at 29. May 4 na minuto pa natitira dito sa first half. Bola na kay Simpson, and as we mentioned, Simpson has been struggling here in game number 5. Here's Fonacher with a runner.
Oh, that's just a tough shot right there. Off the left leg with the right hand, down the baseline. No backspin on it. Larry Fonacher making a big-time play.
Here's Williams. Lamang na po ang Alaska, 31-29. And here's Cardona. Got the loose ball. Here's Dillinger. Shot clock down to 7. Dillinger attacks, and Dillinger will score.
Tough finish. Jared Dillinger, just an aggressive athlete as well himself, and at 6'4", a significant advantage when he attacks playing on the perimeter.
Well, in the absence of Ryan Reyes, Jared Dillinger's role becomes even bigger. Meantime, here's Simpson double teamed outside Baguio. Fonacher with a confidence coming from that runner, but he missed the 3, and it will be last touch on Hugnatan.
Hugnatan and Williams battling there for that offensive rebound. You know, this, if you're Alaska, you have to be very, very happy with your defense after a slow start. They gave up 10 points in the first 4 minutes. The rest of this game, they've only given up 21 points in more than a quarter and a half.
Dillinger And there's Daniels.
You know, one of the good things that I see Sean Daniels do, I saw a guy named Chris Jackson used to do. Doesn't jump very high, but knows how to use his lower body strength to kind of walk his man in for that offensive rebound. So the defender is almost under the basket and has no chance to get the ball. Daniels did that on that possession, was able to get the offensive rebound and get to the free throw line.
Of course, Chris Jackson, you know, everything that he did on the court, half of it he did with his brain. Because he was not the most athletic of players.
Oh, not at all. Some serious similarities between him and Sean Daniels. Great defenders, quick hands, just guys who knew how to play the game. But yeah, baka kamag-anak sila.
Cardona and Baguio really going at it in the backcourt. Here's the Vance. Simpson. Fonacher with a height advantage over Alapag. Drops the ball to Hugnatan.
Hugnatan just so smart. Off the pick and roll, if you set the screen, you need to roll hard. You can't just stand there and watch the guard play. It looked like Larry Fonacher was going to get a pull-up jump shot. Kelly Williams forced to challenge, but because Reno Hugnatan was cutting hard to the basket, it made the pass easy for Fonacher, and that set up the whole play.
Si Cardona ang tinawagan ng foul, his second personal. 2 free throws for Reyna Hugnatan.
So never underestimate guys like Reyna Hugnatan and the importance that they play in a series like this. They'll have some big games. They'll have some games where they only maybe score 2 or 3 points, but they play solid defense and rebound the basketball. And again, having been there in this situation many times, he knows what playoffs are all about.
Time out muna tayo. Back in a moment.
Tempo offensively. Defensively, no problem. Stay back, but
Okay, nagtataka no, kung bakit si assistant coach Joel Banal ang siyang nagtitimon dun sa huddle. Well, we just got word that Tim Cone does not have his normal voice. No? May problema si Tim sa kanyang boses. So what he cannot communicate, Joel will verbalize para dito sa Alaska Aces.
Yeah, well, and Coach Joel is a great coach. Get back to him in a second. Just talking text, Jimmy Alapag step back 3, and then Dillinger comes out and takes a charge. So really fruitful 2 possessions out of him. See Dillinger sliding in to help and drawing the contact right in his chest. Coach Joel Banal with head coaching experience here in the PBA, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a head coach again someday soon. Great coach.
Of course, Joel Banal coached the talk and text at the time phone pals. They won a championship back in 2003. Meantime, Alapag for 3. And that ball ends up with Reyna Hugnatan.
Solid challenge again on that shot by Diamond Simpson.
And here's Simpson.
You know, he knows how to drop his shoulder enough to not always charge, but separate from the defense, create some space, and then hang and finish. But that's Simpson's 4th point only this far in the game.
He's had a lot of looks. The Talking Text has made it tough. Now, meantime, a loose ball here, and it will go. It will stay. It will stay with Talking Text. Dillinger's had a positive impact on this game.
Well, remember, he was the 2nd draft pick in that strong draft with Norwood, Mercado, Castro. I mean, he's a very talented player that lots of teams thought highly of.
2 to shoot para sa Talking Text. Alapag almost making it. We're tied at 35. Here comes Simpson again. Diamond Simpson still has the ball. Diamond Simpson is not giving up this basketball. And finally he does. Mark Borboran fires, and that's a 2-pointer.
Wow, he just checked into the game. First time he touches the ball, he steps in and strokes along too. Great confidence from Borboran.
So lamang na muli ang Alaska, 37-35 as we thank Haynes, the official underwear of the PBA. Here's Kelly Williams. Williams finds Alapag. Alapag cannot get rid of Tenorio. They'll call a blocking foul on LA.
And that's going to be 2 shots for Jimmy Alapag.
That's also the third personal against Tenorio. That's a very significant development para sa Alaska.